tourist hotbed and a stretch of road that has its own rivalry game. We are set for a war for this stretch of road, and at the end of it, only one will have the right of way. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the USF Bulls, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Bulls will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the UCF Knights offense will be first on the attack. The Golden Knights took down the Bulls, perhaps by the horns the last time they met, and won the war on I-4.
Yeah, UCF feels like since moving to the Big 12, they're starting to recruit better players, and I think that was the difference the last time these two teams met up. They just seemed to be bigger and stronger when the game was on the line.
And obviously, the war on I-4 is awesome, and this is a good rivalry game that's kind of budding, but one thing you talked about speed, Palmer. In the state of Florida, you have speed, and UCF has a lot of speed, a lot of playmakers, and it was on full display.
Jackson will throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Find some fresh air. Get the touchdown, get the first down, or just get down, and the quarterback does. The Knights will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Takes it on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Bulls offense will take the field for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football. But we... Turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Got it behind the line. It's Norton. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Bulls are marching down the field. Sends it back in motion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Brown will throw it. Fires to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And I thought we were going to have our first points of the ball game, but great job by the defender playing the football in the air. A lot of times you see them get lost. He didn't get lost. He knew where the ball was, and he swatted it down.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted to stop the threat. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the... T sets up the offense for this possession. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around.
Encroachment defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Gonna run it. It's Nixon. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. This quarterback part of their running game. There he goes. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. The Knights line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He'll do it himself. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. They'll try to run it in. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense picks it up.
And when you're on defense and it's wet.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Now this offense is back on the field. The corners are walked up tight. The hand to the running back. Breaks the tackle. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. The Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go right back to it. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The give to the batter. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Jackson gonna throw it. That's caught. It's Nixon.
The second down pass complete to the back. No gain on the play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Knights will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll run the option. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Wade. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got it.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Knights line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Motion from the back. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Brown wants to pass. Now improvising. He'll pull it down. Crosses the 45. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect play to wrap up the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. And the Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. The war on I-4 is relatively new. Both schools compete across 14 sports for the right to win the golden I-4 road sign. But, of course, the most important battle is the one that happens on the gridiron.
It is, but how cool is it? The war on I-4 Bradford. I mean, that's just it's a dope name. I really like it. Obviously, this is kind of a new rivalry, but Palmer, UCF, USF, they're fighting for the same kids in recruiting and building a program.
Yeah, man, whether you get off on McIntosh Road, the Florida Turnpike, or Lake Mary Boulevard, these two schools do not like each other, whether it's the Bounce House or Raymond James Stadium. The war on I-4, baby, that's where it's at.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
The Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Jackson will throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Knights will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. With the catch, it's Norton. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
The Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up. Now the play fake. Fires left. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the ball's loose in the backfield. They recovered their own fumble, but they'll still have to give up the football and turn over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're going to run it. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. The Knights really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He'll keep it himself. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Knights decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Grab behind the line. It's Sullivan. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Brown will throw it. Got a man. It's Nimrod. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw again. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Bulls will punt it away on fourth down. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short.
He could go off. Oh, man, really? Coughing it up. Looked like he was going to do some damage, take that thing back to the house, and instead he coughs it up and gives it to the other team.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Fires to the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1.
Now, fourth down.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Looking for a push on 4th down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points...
Oh, he's got some space. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Florida. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. East Carolina opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Jackson gonna throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Burke. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And that last completion left him short of the sticks. It's third down. Motion from the wide receiver. On third down, he drops to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he reels it in inside the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Wants to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. Turning it on. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
A nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Using the quick game. Touchdown, Knights! A great catch and run for 6.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The short hands, it's Smith. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Bulls in the hurry-up. He wants to change this route. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Grabbed over the middle, it's Nimrod. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll put in play from the 41 on first down. Brown wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Norton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. There he goes. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Kick comes up short, and he's going to try to bring it back. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, when UCF and USF get together, it's like a UFC match. Fiery and feisty. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Creates a little room.
Fellas, so much intrigue when UCF and USF face off. Let's get things back to you.
Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. The give on the option. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Brown will throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
4th down and 10 and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Across the 45. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Bulls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The run from the shotgun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
It'll be 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it.
No, it's picked off. Not the second-half start they'd hoped for.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Knights send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch near the 50. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Brown will throw it. Got it set up on the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That probably looked way better on the play sheet than it did on the field. The screen gets nothing.
It didn't look good on the field, that's for dang sure. You know, you got to invite those guys up the field and kind of sell that you're going to throw the ball deep on the screen. They didn't sell it real well. Defense did not bite at all. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, nowhere to go.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Touchdown Bulls! They take the lead with the 6.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. He gets it into the end zone for the 2, and now they lead by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Jackson will throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Snagged in the middle. It's Hughes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. The Knights will hustle to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Nixon. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air on 1st down. Dances away. He'll try to do it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack.
Breaks into the open. Oh, what a cut! They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UCF! They'll try to add another to their lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Oh, they're after him! And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Under fire. It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has it with really good field position. Off play action on first down. Spits it out to the back. Finds his man. It's Nixon. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll go to the toss. Oh, better look out. Picks up the first down. Touchdown, Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right now.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
And the Bulls have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Nimrod. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Bulls want to crank the tempo.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11...
Sends it downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Really good coverage by this defense. That they were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulls started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Trying to run, it's Isaac. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
He stopped short on the two-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the two.
South Florida, 21.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Catch in the middle, it's Richardson. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down. The Knights look to keep this drive humming. Caught in the backfield, it's Jenkins. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Knights have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The option look. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The Knights back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll ride the hot hand. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, UCF! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Slips through the line. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Might be changing the route. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Brown will throw it. He's not afraid to go deep. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, USF! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by 7 over Eastern Michigan. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun, the running back has it. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, I can't do that here, right? I got the football, I got the lead, the clock is my friend, and now I cough it up. Offense, have to understand the situation, have to understand I got to get to the ground. I can make sure I don't fight for extra yards. I make sure I don't fumble, costly fumble.
rides the back and leaves it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That slices the lead to 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
Handoff to the lone back. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. And I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
From the gun, running back on the move. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Got room to work. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Handoff from the shotgun.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
The Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Brown wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
It's the 4th quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need a score badly. We've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. looking to help the kicker out on third down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Here on third down for this offense. Trying play action. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Knights will call on their punt team. Makes a catch, wants to make a move upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Rushes on him. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they...
Going to take a shot. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down.
And this is a big third down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. The give from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Brown will throw it. Here's the pressure. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. So in the war on I-4, it goes to the Knights as UCF outlast USF. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.